Welcome to the presentation on tips for creating a training program ensuring workplace safety. Before we see the tips for creating training program ensuring workplace safety, let's try to understand the importance of safety training at workplace. An effective safety training program will ensure that there are fewer injuries, no damage to property or equipment, fewer legal liabilities, reduced instances of illnesses among the employees, fewer compensation claims and so on. Hence, organizations should put in place a training program that each and every employee should undergo as soon as he or she joins an organization. Now that we have known the importance of safety training, let's see a few tips for conducting interesting and effective training programs to ensure safety of employees at the workplace. The first tip towards designing an effective safety training program is to identify the training needs in an organization. Is it to educate employees on handling equipment? Is it about inappropriate execution of a task? Safety training is necessary for all businesses. It could be even from something as simple as fire safety exercise to the more industry-specific requirements, such as cautions to be exercised while handling specific materials. Check government regulations and requirements with respect to workplace safety and health that are mandatory for organizations. These mandatory training programs can be integrated with the requirements that are specific to individual organizations to make them more relevant and beneficial. Appoint safety officers or a safety committee that will be responsible for carrying out the training programs. They will need to administer training to all new employees, watch out for future training needs or conduct refresher courses to existing employees to ensure that employees are well versed with safety practices and procedures. State clearly the objectives of the training program, and explain how it is going to help employees stay safe. This has to be made clear right at the beginning of the training program to ensure maximum participation. Make sure that all learning materials are written in a simple language that is easily understood. It should be clear and concise with the simple do's and don'ts listed at the end. They need to be translated into local languages when required. Use interesting learning activities. Hands-on training with simulation of job scenario would be more relevant and interesting. Design training programs creatively using some scenarios and examples. It also makes the otherwise dry and theoretical content interesting and will encourage involvement of the participants. Ensure that training materials are made available for easy reference to all employees even after the mandatory training program is completed. Material can be in the form of DVDs, PowerPoint presentations, safety videos and handy manuals. Safety training can also be provided online, or can be made available on demand to employees, whenever they face some problems at the workplace. For example, if equipment requires troubleshooting, an employee should be able to access information online and resolve the issue. Such a provision will ensure that there is timely intervention for resolving a problem. If your organization is handling industrial equipment, it would be beneficial to include training programs to teach employees about the correct method of using and handling them. Including manufacturer's safety requirements will ensure that equipment is well maintained with less wear and tear. Evaluate the effectiveness of the program through quizzes and tests so that the manager understands to what extent employees have understood the safety needs. A survey about the impact of the program on the job once the training program ended needs to be done to take stock of employees' performance and practices at workplace with specific reference to safety. Safety is a requirement that is continuous, and it needs to be evaluated periodically. You need to make sure that the content is relevant and up to date according to the current requirements of the organization. Safety training is effective and ensures workplace safety only when it considers the occupational health and safety of its employees, and is planned according to the needs of the organization. To read articles on similar topics, please visit blog.com labindia.com. Thank you.